Right. Here we go.
Possibly. The word is possibly. That's why.
Ain't
It's
no
a,
Why even open up your relationship to
I
that?
think something like that can work. I think something like that can work. I think two men.
Not
Not if
if
she's already into. Not if she's into women.
No, Anton got a quick question. The
Hold
only
on,
difference,
hold
the
on,
only
hold on,
difference is
hold on, hold on. Go, what you say, Precious?
I
Not
don't
if she's
think.
what?
I don't think. I think in a man's mind, men really, they have that fantasy of two women being together, but two women being together and a man and a woman being together are two totally different things.
Okay.
It's two different feelings, two different sensations. So you may think that it'll work because you introduced it, but like I said prior, it may backfire because these two women are now having sex with one another, and it's not including you. And lucky, I don't mean to put you on the spot, girl, but you know how you say you have more interaction with women than you have men. If women that have interactions with other women are used to having interactions with other women and they are able to get pleased by other women, they can't get pleased by a man, you introducing that is actually doing you a disjustice. And it's
But what if
actually
the man is
serving.
pleasing the woman?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
But
she's
when you bring
also
another
getting
woman
pleased?
into that, it changes the dynamic totally. It changes that dynamic.
Typically, it that's a delicate situation because most of the time the woman is the one catching the other woman. Only it's rare in situations where a man is going to come up to a woman and invite her back. You need your wife pretty much to reel her in for the comfort level. So her first interaction is gracefully with your wife. So the problem comes in, like she's saying, is once you introduce her to something she's already not familiar with, and this is a different demon. There is no competition. It's just like a woman being okay with a bisexual man. There's no competition once you bring some homosexual shit into your relationship because that's a different battle. So you're gonna have to try to keep up now with a woman, especially if this is we're adults here, if she eat pussy better than you. So now you're having her to where she's thinking about this woman. Now you have to continue having a relationship with this woman if you're okay with this, because you didn't actually open the door when you probably should have left it closed in the first place, because
that's all I'm saying. A man's ego is not going to be able to handle it.
It's actually
not going to be able to handle it.
It's actually worse if you introduce her to it versus if she.
If I'm busting both of them wide
hold
open,
on, Bruiser. This is interesting. I haven't done it, but I know people that are in polygamous relationships, and they work. Now I'm on the outside looking in. I
thought that polygamous was
two women and one man. I don't know what that is. I might be saying it wrong, but that.
No, it's not. I don't think that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, polyandry is two men and one woman.
Yeah. So how are those situations working? Not saying that my situation will work because their situation will work, but these things
both want it. They both want it, but
some of my family actually does that.
But the problem
why are we acting like this is something new? This is something. This was the normal way back.
Bruiser, go ahead, Lucky. This is interesting.
Now I was saying the problem with what you're saying is you would want a woman to bring it up to you first, because
that's what I said.
It's something that she can control. Yeah, honestly, in your scenario, if you want to keep her just messing with you, it would be best if she brought it up, because then it might just be a phase to her, versus if you introduce her to something she's not used to. It's kind of like those relationships with Caucasian relationships where the wife and the husband want to try something new, so they go get the big black cock. Right now, you didn't introduce her to something that she wasn't used to, and now you're trying to compete with something you introduced, versus if it's something that she wanted, you have a better chance of her being, over it. It's like
she already had control.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's interesting.
What Precious said, if the man is real, let her bring it up. He gonna drive himself crazy because someone else drove her crazy. So he'll ruin his whole relationship, and it wasn't even that serious.
Yep.
So
that's interesting. I have no idea about none of this stuff. So this was an interesting conversation.
So the moral of the story is keep the fucking door shut.
Keep this door shut.
That's all the moral of the story is that this junk can turn into a maze of craziness that could just be so wild, and why even open yourself up to the possibility of getting that junk in your crib in the first place? That junk don't make no sense.
Keep the door shut, but let her hold the key. That's all.
What?
But some of these situations be working, and I just be looking at these situations like that is interesting because I never did it, but they be looking interesting. So I don't know. It was just me.
Go ahead and vlog him and let go when it happens.
Huh?
Well, there's relationships that are popular. I don't know how y'all think about this, but women have two men.
Oh, that's the same subject.
Well, that's totally different.
Very rare.
Yeah, it was some girl. I don't know.
You talking about like two men that know about each other?
Yeah,
they're both her boyfriends.
Yeah.
They both
most
the same
likely that's some
like they live in the same crib.
And I don't know in that particular
Double
situation that she was being interviewed, but they definitely nobody.
Like both of the guys was there.
Yeah, they take pictures together and everything.
Hey, DP.
Yo, they taking pictures together, bro.
They running the train on that.
No. Listen, those guys are gay. I don't care.
That's I ain't even want to say the word. I ain't want to say the word, but yeah,
that's not a derogatory term. They're gay.
They don't sleep with each other. They're just
okay. They ball slap against each other when they go DP.
There's nowhere in hell they're not gay doing that. I'm sorry. I just didn't want to say
most men think that dudes watching each other or being around each other in that kind of
that's gay
behaviors. That's what most men believe and go to the grave believing.
I don't like y'all can frame it however y'all want to frame it.
From the dudes that's okay with being side dudes. If you okay with being a side dude, you might as well.
That's different.
No, you're in the room with a guy. You're in the room with a man.
You're in the same house.
Both of y'all are naked.
You in the same picture? You taking a selfie together?
What pictures together? Are you crazy? You busting your girl down and you downstairs drinking some orange juice. No.
Who's holding the camera this time? I got it. My arms are longer.
That dude, right? It's my turn.
We'll hold it together.
No, that's now listen. We can debate about we can debate about opening the door for two girls. Like we can debate about that all day. But
we ain't debating about those other shit. We're not doing that.
That's fucking out of line. Listen,
like I said, I wanted to know because I don't know. I'm ignorant.
Imagine who has to cover the bill at the restaurant though.
The relationship stuff.
Man, I'm not.
But it looks interesting.
They take turns. They take turns with her.
So who's opening the door? Is she opening the door for both of them, or are they opening?
Who riding in the front seat? No,
they both riding on the front seat. Oh,
who paying the kids? Who's the daddy? First of all,
no. Can you imagine driving around shotgun?
Oh, when he asked that, who's your daddy?
Can you imagine driving around shotgun with another dude that's busting down your chick?